guys stopping by and watching. So this may not be the most exciting video, but I enjoy this type of stuff, so I'm gonna go ahead and film it anyways and just kind of see how things turn out. So it's been raining nonstop here. Over the weekend, me and my wife did some work on reorganizing our garage. So what I figured I would do today is just kind of walk you guys through all of that. Now, just to give a little backstory into why we did that is we have a couple of new big arrivals this year. I mentioned on previous videos that I'm expecting a Ram TRX, so I got to make sure I've got room for that in the garage. So part of the rearrange was to make room for that. The other big arrival, and way more important, is me and my wife are expecting a baby in October. So what we needed to do is make more room in our storage room to get all the baby stuff out we had in storage and get that to a place where we go through all of that. So part of that was getting some of that into the garage and finding new spots for some of that stuff. So let's start going through that now. I'll give you a little tour. All right, so let's just start by going around the perimeter here and just kind of talk about everything and how I've got things set up now. So first off, I've got all the car washing stuff here. You see all the Adams products I've been talking about, and my pressure washer, which I also made a previous video on. Now, ideally, what I'd like to do in the future is replace this hose with something longer and possibly get a reel to mount up here. That way, every time I use it, I could just hook it up directly here and then just reel out the hose I needed. So that's definitely in the future plans. So probably the biggest change we made in the garage was moving this shelving unit from down in our storage room. And these shelves are actually pretty cheap. I want to say it was like $90 from Menards. We've had these for a while. So there's a couple different configurations. You can stack these up towards one single like 5-shelf unit, or you can do it like it is now and have these next to each other, which takes up a little more room, but it is definitely more stable than it was as a single unit. So I think I prefer it this way. So a lot of the stuff that's on the shelf was down in our storage room, so we just needed to kind of get it moved up here and out of the way. Got my electric smoker there and some stuff for my charcoal grill, which I don't really use either of those very much anymore because I got a Pit Boss pellet grill, which I absolutely love, and that's what I end up using all the time. Then we've got our storage totes over here in the corner. Got some more to move in the garage. I wish I would have found these yellow ones a lot longer before I did, because they're awesome. I'm slowly converting all these green ones to that. See, these green ones are fine, but if you take a look at the lids, like not very long after, the lids just get destroyed. So they're not real durable. These are the super cheap ones. And then I found these at Menards, and I know I've seen them at Sam's too, but they're only like $10 and extra durable. So definitely prefer those, and working on getting all of our tote storage transferred over to the yellow top boxes. So for right now, we have kind of a little makeshift shoe storage rack. This will be going eventually, and hopefully going to get something like on the wall. So I've mentioned I've worked from home before, and this might look a little excessive, and it probably is, but having a fully stocked beverage fridge is definitely a big perk of working from home. And my office is actually like just on the other side of this garage wall, so I find myself coming out here quite a bit to grab a cold drink. All right, so down here I've got my boy's little electric vehicles, which he loves. I like the AMG personally, just because it comes with a remote control, so we find ourselves taking it out a lot on walks around the neighborhood, and he just kind of rides along, and it actually has a functional radio, so it's pretty cool. Over here in the corner, I've got all of our exercise stuff piled up over here. Got the bike, got some free weights. I've had these for over 10 years, these Select Tech Bowflex dumbbells, and they're amazing. The thing is, if you have these, you basically have a whole gym if you've got a bench to go with it. And they both go up to 90 pounds a piece, so you can get a pretty good workout with just that. Also, I added this last year and absolutely love it. It's a weight rack that folds back, as you can see. So if I want to work out with that, I'll just back out the X5 and that folds out. There's some safety pins that I'm plugging up here and on the bottom, and you set that up, put the weight bar on, and then you've got, you know, a rack for squats and bench and all that, which is really awesome. And the nice thing is it folds back, so when you're not using it, it's not taking up much space in your garage. So previously we were storing both vehicles on this side of the garage. Like I said, the move is to make room for the TRX and make things a little more convenient in here. So we cleared this out to where the X5 can sit on this side, and then have the TRX in here on its own side. So it's totally free around it, which is nice. I can get to all the doors and load my boy up with having to back out the vehicle now, which is nice. So I'm kind of wishing we'd have made this move a while ago. So the other topic I mentioned in the title of the video is, will the TRX fit in the garage? And that was a real concern of mine, just given the height of it, because I looked up the specs of it and it looks like 80.9 inches is the height, which is fine because I measured. So I've got this little overhang here. Once you get into the garage, measured that, it's 82.5 inches, so it's good on the max height. The problem is, I think the ram bar, and I got the ram bar optioned on my TRX, I think it sticks up a little bit over the cab. Now, I'm not sure how much it sticks over the cab. I guess I'll find out once it gets here. So I think this will work out just fine, as long as even if the ram bar doesn't fit under this beam, as long as when I pull it in, if the bed sits behind this, then it won't be a problem. Now, if the ram bar is going to be right in this area, then that may be an issue, but we'll just have to check that out when it gets here. So the only drawback is if it doesn't fit under there, then I'm not going to be able to back it in, which will be fine. I can live with that as long as it fits in, you know, pulling in forward. I can make that work for sure. But I figured worst case scenario, if the ram bar is too tall and it doesn't fit under here, I may just have to bite the bullet and remove it, which don't want to do, because you do have to pay, you know, extra for the ram bar. It's a nice option, and definitely, like I said in a previous video, gives it more of a distinction of being a TRX, so you can tell it from other, just kind of the regular Ram trucks. All right, so that covers our topics for today. We talked about the garage updates and the changes we've made. We talked about will the TRX fit in the garage. Hopefully we're going to be, you know, finding out sometime soon. So like I prefaced the video with, you know, not the most exciting topic, just getting ready for things to happen here and working on some garage organization. I find that interesting to kind of see how other people use their space to give me ideas. So appreciate you guys watching, and make sure and click the like and subscribe below. Catch you guys in the next one.